Alrighty.
All right, we're live.
Welcome to another exciting episode of Feel It Real Fun. My name is Mr. 2020.
And I'm Victoria.
And today we are waiting not only for the live viewer,
Yes.
but we're waiting for Victoria. Is she putting on her party?
Well, yeah, she got up really late today. She didn't. She woke up at 4:45 or 4:30 or whatever it was.
And then...
But then fell back asleep. Right.
So today we're going to talk about pressure.
Pressure.
Yep. Under pressure. By the way, I love when songs really go popular because they tend to tell me something, right? Under pressure.
Yes.
Hey, everybody know that one?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
David Bowie, wasn't it?
Could have been.
I think.
Under pressure.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about being under pressure today. We're going to talk about the emergency brake of hidden hope. And we're going to do kaboom.
Yeah. You haven't told me what all of that's about.
I
so
know.
this
Joseph
will be
Daigle is here.
Tisha, hiya. Sue Barrett,
Sue is
hiya.
here. Nice to see everybody this morning. So,
Oh yeah, it's a kind of magic. That's what Sue prefers. It's a kind of magic. Can't remember how it goes other than that.
under pressure.
Brian's here. Hiya.
We got a lot of goody people showing up this morning. It is nice to see you all. Make sure you visit us at manifestingtothemax.com. We're going to put the link down to the, there's 4 free audios you can get if you want to check them out. But get in the program. My God, we're getting some cool results. And we've got the 3 calls coming, so yay.
Hi, Bob. Hi,
Timmy is here. Yo,
Hi, Cindy.
Timmy. Hello, Cindy. Hello, Bob. Hello, Brian. So let's dive in with that. Do you want to read that? Excellent.
The emergency brake. Hidden hope.
All right.
I have manifested lots. This is an email that came
Yep.
in yesterday.
Yesterday.
I have I've manifested lots of cool stuff, and some really quickly. But I find when a time frame is involved,
Pressure.
yeah, I seem to struggle with it. I feel pressured by
Pressure.
time and get caught up with looking for it all the time. Any advice?
Absolutely. Okay. Number 1, okay, so we get the thing, right? This don't work. I did my 3 sessions, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
And we always ask the question, so what were you feeling during the day? And, of course, it's always something like panic or depression or doubt. Your sessions are food. Okay, you eat 3 meals a day. Do 3 sessions a day just for fun. But realize all day long your cells are digesting. Your cells are energizing, right? That food is still being processed. Okay? So just imagine this. If you ate your 3 meals, that'd be great. But what if all of the cellular respiration, digestion, all those activities that produce energy in the mitochondria stopped? What if your cells said,
Not
yeah,
good.
so you can eat all you want, but we're not going to process it. We're not going to integrate it. We're not going to utilize it.
Got you. Okay.
Right? So
Yeah.
we just want to bump into that because that, and again, anything that we say may or may not apply to a specific situation. We're not sitting down doing an hour's worth of coaching. Okay, so let's toss that out because it also fits some other stuff today. But,
Yes.
so we start there. And then Neville says...
Many
We'll get back to
times,
Victoria.
okay, many times I've heard someone say, I believe that imagining creates reality, but I once imagined something and it never came to pass. Then I ask, what are you doing saying I once imagined it and not imagining it now? For God's name is I am, not I did.
So we want to talk about pruning the vine. By the way, when we get to kaboom, okay, and go back, listen to the whole replay again. Okay, seriously, this is where the fun is. So, how often do you prune the vine?
Oh, all the time.
Could you-
Like if I feel that, hang on, what was I thinking then?
What did I just say?
Yeah, what's going on? Then like, okay, stop.
Yeah, why am I choking this person?
Yeah. Yeah.
Take your hand off. Right? All day long, prune the vine. Neville says prune the vine morning, day, and night. We live in the potter's house. I find that just ironic.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So we live in the potter's house. The potter's lesson is about reshaping, refashioning the vessel. If something comes out of the mouth that you don't like, roll with it. Okay? If something goes on in the box, loco di la cabeza.
He likes this.
Okay, I got corrected on it in the most loving way. Loco di la cabeza, right? If there's a bird in the head, if you're nuts, okay, again, Stop. Refashion it. Okay, the potter's lesson, refashion what you got. The pruner's lesson, always be pruning the vine.
Yeah.
Always. Always. Always.
Yeah, and I was also thinking how you did that correlation in the very beginning about we eat 3 meals a day. Do you 3
Yep.
meals a day? But also we, during the day, other than those 3 main meals, we drink a bit of water, we have a little snack.
You
and
bet.
It's a bit like that. We'll do our 3 main sessions, but during the day keep like doing the little bits as well. Little chunks.
I ate corn chips last night.
You didn't think they were very good for him now.
Yeah, you know what? Here's the thing, right? Modern corn, as far as I can tell, is very genetically modified. It's been that way for a while. Even the organic stuff, I'm sorry, okay? And it sucks. It's really not all that good for you. It doesn't digest well. And I ate some last night. I love corn chips. Okay, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Right? I'm paying the price this morning.
Yeah.
Okay, I paid the price last night. Low energy. This morning, my colon's going. Don't do that.
Someone likes corn chips.
Somebody
because
likes
it's got
corn chips,
loads of
or
hearts.
somebody likes me not liking corn chips, something like that. So we got a lot of love right there.
Yeah.
But really, just and I share that because I'm going to equate that to pruning the vine and refashioning the vessel. You know what I did? I made the crappiest piece of pottery last night, and man, I didn't prune the vine. I fertilized it, right, and it just grew crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. We all do this.
All
okay?
right.
So here's the
Yes.
thing. I love me, quote unquote, and you and her enough to go, you know what? Here's the thing, right? I did something that my body doesn't like. Okay? Here's the thing. You've imagined something that you don't like. But if I'm judgmental, I can't talk about this because I'll be afraid that you'll judge me. Get it? See the difference in my eyes versus now? Okay? If I'm judgmental, there's fear.
Yeah.
Okay? Separation. If I'm not judgmental, you get the difference? I'm not putting on an act here. I'm actually creating separation and
Yeah, I
coming
thought
back
you'd
from
belly
it.
relax as well.
Yeah, very different.
Yeah.
Okay? So we get to notice this stuff. Whenever you have a corn chip moment, okay?
Mine
Yeah.
would be a donut moment.
Yeah. Those corn chips are going in the trash, or Simon's taking them today because
Yeah.
Simon's coming to visit us. And if he can eat corn chips, God bless him. Cool, take them, buddy.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Yeah.
Take home a souvenir, right? So if you have a corn chip moment, that's all right. Prune the vine. Okay, you know what I'm doing today? I'm eating like I normally do. My good squares, my little snacks. So there's the whole thing. Okay, so we want to talk about kaboom.
Baboom.
I'm
or
sorry.
Kaboom.
Baboom. So every now and then, okay, what's in here is really freaking crazy.
Yeah.
Okay? Or what's out there is really freaking crazy. In other words, we get stuck on the dot. Okay? That's okay. What we want to do is take everything in at once. So I'm going to ask Victoria to do something. I have not told her about this today. Okay? So what I want you to do is get lost for a few moments. Just find something that you can get lost in a not a good way.
Oh, in not a good way.
Yes. Now I want you to take everything in.
I don't know. Hang on, I can't. I'm trying to think of
Yeah,
something.
you're there already. Yeah, you don't know the content, but it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Okay, now I want you to take everything in physically now.
Yeah.
And I want you to just go back in your imagination, just for fun.
To the bad stuff.
No, to anything,
Oh, okay.
right? Notice if there's a priest. Yeah, I'm general, and she's asking you, do I go back to the bad stuff? Okay, get it? Dots are somewhat gravitational. Okay, so watch her. This is really sweet. Watch her soften and integrate some stuff. Take in the whole world right now. At once, not sequentially.
Well,
You get it? She started sequentially, and look at how something's changed.
well, I started hearing traffic and birds and then different things. So I guess that was like sequentially, was
Right?
it?
And then you took it in all at once. Her whole body shifted. Okay? Okay, so I want you to fully get the visual in front of you right now. You see it hit her?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
went,
I want
instead
you-
of looking at
I want
me,
you to
it
fully
was-
get all the sound in the world. I want you to fully get your feet. You get how this is like running a fire hose through her. If you got a stuck drain and you stick a fire hose in it and you fire that sucker up, you'll blow all the crap out. Okay, I'm holding her up because she's probably a little unstable.
Yes.
Yeah. What I want you to do is, if you're off balance, I want you to destabilize.
Destabilize.
Yeah. The temptation's to try to get a grip on it all. Okay?
Okay.
In other words, if you're falling off the boat, don't try to reach back. Okay? If, a relative of mine fell down and did this and shattered his arm.
Yeah.
Okay, 6 months later he fell down and he didn't want to shatter this one.
So he put the other one out.
Right. So now we've got 2 broken arms in 1 year. Right. 6 months off work, which he was not happy about, but 2 broken arms, which he was not happy about. Okay, you get it? See how it fits in?
So, when we feel we're off balance, like either not think like not in the state or something.
Nuts. Let's just call it nuts.
Nuts. Destabilize.
Yes. So what I want for him is, instead of bracing against it and trying to control his fall, which broke his arm, I want him to be a ninja. If you watch me fall, I am pure freaking entertainment.
Yeah.
Right? If you watch a good skateboarder fall, go see that Tony, whatever his name is, that just did a 900 again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I shared this somewhere on one of the groups. This 40-year-old guy does a 900, Tony something or another. He's the first guy, I think, to do it. He's also done it now at 40. But watch him fall. He doesn't brace. He just, boom, he lets it happen. Now, here's why I want you to do this. I want you to fully experience the present. Right? I just want you to fully experience the present. You get, I'm taking it all in, and I'm letting it all pass through. And you can do it with auditory. Okay, you can do it with visual. You can do it with kinesthetic, or you can do it all at once. I want you to experience everything. Okay, I want you not to brace against the fall. In other words, if crazy's on the inside, and you're asserting crazy's on the inside because crazy's on the outside, I want you to take everything in. I want you to try something new on the buffet. I want you to try everything new on the buffet at once. You get it? I don't want you to brace against falls. Okay?
So, because I'm just sort of thinking some of the yuck times in my life where it just was crazy on the outside and on the inside, and I go straight into defensive, like
protect the castle.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we're not going to do that.
I want you to take in the whole kingdom from 30,000 feet. I also want you to get on your belly and smell what grass and dirt smells like. I want you to take it all in at once. By the way, you can do some of these little things. Okay, I've talked to people that are like massively depressed, and I asked, when was the last time you smelled dirt? Okay, seriously, lay down and take a big whiff of soil. Notice how it feels in the body, what it does, how it tickles things, just for fun. Because if you're pretty much checked out of, if your world now sucks, or if any particular day is stressful, we've got tax day coming up in a couple weeks. Okay, it's not going to be a happy day or two, right? We're going to process things and we'll deal with it, right? But the thing is, during the stressful time, you get stuck on the dot. Smell some dirt, take everything in. Okay, do a system reset. If you do it right, you will notice there were kabooms in her. There were kabooms in me, but they were a bit more subtle. You get, I just did a couple. So that's also what we're doing with them. They get stuck on the dot on each other. By the way, they're not fighting, they're playing. But I just throw a treat down so that they play with the treats. You get it? I'm getting them stuck on a different dot. Okay? And notice, I'm not telling her, think of something bad. No, think of something good. Because here's what happens. We connect things. This is part of what the human experience is. Okay, I'm down to the ball. This is it, guys. So part of the human experience is making connections. So if you go from, I feel bad, let me focus on the good. I feel bad, let me focus on the good. I feel bad, let me focus on the good. Let me focus on the bad, let me focus on the good. Let me focus on the bad, let me focus on the good. Versus, if you're stuck on a little bit, I want you to take in everything. Again, I'm doing it while I'm talking about it. I just took it all in. I've got to totally regroup to come back to talk. You get it? It's show over as soon as I take everything in, and then the show gets to restart. You can do this all day long. By the way, don't just do this as a reaction. Almost everybody comes to this stuff as a reaction. I'm tired of living under the fucking bridge, of having no money, having more money than month, of my kids being nuts, whatever. We all come to this out of a reaction, let's admit it. Okay? But while you're here, I want you to go way beyond the reaction. In other words, you come here because of a dot and you want to fix a dot. That's fine. Okay? But why don't you just really dive into all that you are? If you dive into all that you are, and explore, again, most people just notice a very tiny slice of reality. I want you to grab the whole pie and then let it go, and grab the whole pie and let it go, and grab the whole pie. Take it all in. That's right, Tamika. By the way, do it just for fun. You get she just did it a few times for fun? I don't even know if she noticed she did it for a few times for fun.
What just then?
Yeah, you took in a whole bunch. You weren't manifesting anything specific, no. Okay, she took in a whole bunch. You can watch her do it. Okay? Ignition, the 18-inch adventure, the 3 purposes, that's just the beginning, gang. Okay, this is some cool stuff. So, Victoria's getting some body parts. Toss up your questions, your comments. Tamika says that's cool.
Yeah.
Don't break against the fall. Absolutely. Don't break against the fall. Allow yourself to watch the skateboarders fall. I loved working with skateboarders back
A couple of them mentioned that it was Tony Hawk.
Tony Hawk, that's it. Tony Hawk does a 900. Yep, that's it.
And
At 40.
Tamika said today her husband broke both of his arms.
Dude.
Weird that way you happen to. I know.
I imagine lovingly for you, pal.
Hi, Doug. What did someone else say?
Hey, Virgil.
Oh, there were other comments.
Yeah, sorry.
Bill just walked in with 1 minute to go. Like, walked in the door and hit go to the show. That was ace. Kind of missed how that started.
Yeah,
you'll have to go back.
Stop back
and
in.
have it.
Yeah, it'll go replay as soon as we hang up.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
quick recap. You're going to get stuck on the dot. Okay? As far as following the formula goes, okay, refashion the vessel. Okay? As far as following the formula goes, prune the vine. Okay? You can search both those at freeneville.com if you want to. Next, feel free to do the baboom. Take in everything, just to take in everything. Discover how she just did it.
Yeah.
Yeah. She did it for no good reason. Okay, please don't continue to do this just as a reaction to the world. Do this as you've got this massive kingdom. Okay, you can accumulate all the gold you want to in the castle. You can defend the castle if you want to. You can make the castle a pretty nice crib. Okay? Meanwhile, explore the kingdom. Come on back on the camera a little bit.
Sorry.
Explore the kingdom. Explore the kingdom. What else is possible for you? Okay? What else is possible for you to notice? Now. Watch the wash-through with her. She can do this 1,000 times a day just for fun. And you'll notice the more you do the wash-through, the less crap gets stuck in the pipe. Okay?
Yeah.
This isn't about meditating for 4 hours. You can do that. That's good fun. Been there, done that. Okay, you can, make sure you're playing with stuff like the Steadicam to sleep. Good stuff.
Yeah.
I'm talking an instant wash through.
Yeah. I
Okay.
get that, actually.
Take it all in. Okay? I'm doing exactly the opposite, Bill. Okay? As far as I'm concerned, hypnosis, in most cases, is being asleep in a particular state. I'm talking about taking everything in. Okay? Very different. So, what about too many noticings? Too many options? That's head. You get it? Only the head can have many noticings. I'm talking about now. Get it? I just did it 7 times. Okay? Here gone, here gone, here. When I say gone, I mean everywhere. Local everywhere, local everywhere, local everywhere, local everywhere, local everywhere. Okay?
Yeah,
So-
and too many options, definitely. That's all back up in the
That's
head.
all head.
Yeah.
Cool. We'll chat about that.
Yeah.
All right. Bob is eating. Edward. Awesome, guys. Thank you. Thank you, guys. So, anything you want to add in? Thanks for playing guinea pig today.
Yeah, I didn't really.
She's lab rat number 2, by the way.
Who's number 1? Oh, you tested out first.
I test everything, right? Why not? I love fast tests, by the way. Here's a test that's going to take 10 years. I'm almost done with the 30-day experiment with no alcohol. Just for fun, okay?
Yeah.
I'm not against alcohol or for it. I actually love scotch,
Yeah.
okay? I'm enjoying smoking cigars while drinking stuff like ginger tea and licorice tea, just for fun, right? So, give yourself some fun, fast things. This is a good one. All right. Boom.
Excellent.
How many times did I go and come back right there? And when I say go and come back, I don't mean I've gone into fantasy fuzzy land. You get it? How many times am I going massive and small and massive and small, local and infinite, and local and infinite, and local and infinite? You get it just speeded up about by a rate of 100? Have fun with that, guys.
Virgil, it's cold, windy, grey.
Virgil.
It's not much of a day out there.
It is cold, my brother. It is cold.
It's,
I'm assuming you're still someplace warm in the U.S.?
Yeah, I'm having a go
It's
at
cold,
us.
man. It's cold.
It's a sit by the fire day. Yum.
Even
Okay.
more than that, Bill. It's not just noticing the peripheral can help you access some of this, but again, it's pretty darn slow. Ever spent hours in the infinite? I spent years in the infinite. Okay.
Yeah, you used to do sweat lodge stuff as well, didn't you? Did you gain access to this in the sweat lodge?
Of course,
not?
yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't sure.
Have you ever spent hours? Here's what's really cool. Okay, this whole belly thing is infinite is always there. Okay, you being the ocean is always there. Okay, but you came here to explore being waves. Okay,
Yeah.
Please explore being the ocean. Honest to God, it changes everything. Yeah, absolutely everything. But there comes a point in time where you go where you have the option to notice. I came here to experience waves. Okay, I can dance. Okay, we can smooch. We can play with the puppies.
Yeah.
Okay, just going infinite, none of that matters at all. Okay, being able to go, maybe being able to experience infinite and finite, and it's not sequential, but it's the only way to explain it. Okay, it's sort of how the attention tends to process it, but it's not how it is. Good fun, really good fun. Great question, by the way. So, by the way, we've all spent hours in the infinite. Okay, you've always been in the infinite. The problem is we get attached to being a wave or pushing against a wave or being pushed by a wave. We get some concept up here and, instead of just noticing. Please invite me back to this to explore it if you want to. Good stuff. Love you guys. Florida still. Rock on, Virgil. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else today?
No.
We don't have the dog park today because I have a call shortly, and then another call shortly, and then Simon's coming in.
Yeah, from Queensland with his girlfriend.